I need to shrink these windows. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Alright. So they should be just about synced up now. Unfortunately, I didn't catch... I had to resize the VLC windows in on my laptop. So I didn't really see how their start was. Why is one of them not showing up? Oh, I see what I did. Oh, okay. Yeah, that must be why. So let's fix that. Of course, now I don't know how big they were. Oh, I see. Oh, wait, okay. Well, it works for Smurfy to resize. Why is Jaden's stream disappeared? That's what I don't understand. Yeah, it's very weird. Like, Jaden's... I just can't get Jaden to show up here now. Alright, yeah, let's try that. Smurfy's slowing down, I will say, as I'm trying to do this. Okay, Jaden. Thankfully, we're starting on a long track here, so... Yeah, I don't know. I tried it again and he's still not showing up. This is really weird. Let me close his window in the Twitch GUI thing. Try that again. Okay. Okay. I really don't want to try to like restart OBS. This is... I don't know why this is not working. Like you can hear the audio. I'll just give you guys live updates. Jaden crossed the line at lap 2 in a 2 minutes and 5 second lap. So their lap 2 at least was very close. As I try to fix this here, I just don't understand. It's just not showing up in the game capture. Like when I put in Jaden's window here, jaydeko, the picture just does not show up. You can hear the audio. Let me try to resize Smurfy as I'm... I think this is probably something just with my OBS on my computer. Trying to make sure that... Oh, wait, there we go. I moved the wrong one. Alright, try to bring you the end of the match here. No, come on. Okay, looking at the race here, Jaden 558. Yeah, Jaden won it. So about a half second there. All right, let me just, I need to put these times in. So 558.84, 559.46. All right, so we're 1-0 Jaden. Sorry, I'm trying to do a lot of stuff at once. I'm seeing what I need to fix here, so okay. Oh, I'm not hitting shift, I'm hitting control. Okay. All right, there's that little black... crap, let's see if I can crop it. Looks like we're going to Fraps no end. To be honest, I actually don't know whose pick it is. Smurfy over Jaden, okay. Alright, let's try to pause. Alright, I think we're pretty good now. So this is Smurfy's pick, which means Jaden picked Rainbow Road. Not honestly a surprise. Alright, now following the race here. So Jaden looks like he's just a little bit in front, but now he misses mini turbo, which means, yeah, Smurfy's got a much better corner here. Although Smurfy misses a mini turbo, this is a lot of spaghetti here from both Carters. Smurfy's a little bit ahead. Decent start to lap 2. I noticed they're both doing the pre-jump over the hill. They're doing it late, which is good. Smurfy, clean enough. Jaden, a little bit of snow on his way down, but definitely better than lap 1. Smurfy with about a half-second lead, I think. Smurfy, in his first match, or one of his matches, he actually fell in through the crack in the bridge there. If you've never, you're not that familiar with this game, the bridge on this track is mapped a little bit strangely, and you can actually fall in if you hit right on the edge of the snow on the bridge. And he fell in for one of his matches, but he's delaying his mini turbo now, so that's not an issue. And Jaden has closed it up. He got a better shroom on lap 3, so he's actually taking the lead here. And wow, that crash for Smurfy is definitely going to give the match to Jaden, provided he doesn't fall in which means that he's going to have a 2-0 lead, and looks like his final time's a very low 2:03. 2:03.07 to 2:04.71, and that was really, that crash at the end made it Jayden's race. Okay, Frapp still in 2:03.07, 2:04.71. All right, let's see if I can't fix this, the rest of this. Okay, looks like we're headed to Wario Stadium. Jayden's stream again, somehow ahead. Now I got Smurfy ahead. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, it's close. I'm trying to just... I think Smurfy's still a little bit ahead on the stream here, so just keep that in mind when you're watching this track. Yeah, I'm trying to shoot for perfection here. Not quite happening. That's why I'm ranked number 2 in the world, I guess. So it does look like Jayden's ahead on the track here. This was his pick, and you can tell he's definitely going for the longer picks, because he probably feels like he's got faster mini turbos than Smurfy, and that he can beat, you know, minor errors will happen, but that his overall speed is going to be better. Smurfy's making some mistakes, so Jayden's definitely with the lead here. In fact, it's even more than, I think it's more than a second. Amni, if I hit forward on their VLC window, does it just go live basically? Jayden, by the way, with a 1.3 second lead, so gonna have to watch him now. It's really his race to lose already. If he drives fairly clean laps, then he's gonna get this. Smurfy making another mistake there. I should look up what their PRs are. So the Mario Kart 64.com site actually has a nice handy feature where you can compare matchups between players. So I'm going to pull that up just to see. Sean Murphy. All right, so on this track, Jayden's PR is of 4:24.85, and Smurfy's PR is of 4:25.60. At least as according to the last update. So Jayden's got a small advantage. That's not really that big a PR advantage, but you can tell that he's got the lead in the race. So yeah, he gains another 0.39 there. So it's probably a close to 2-second lead. Jayden definitely driving cleaner. I don't know how much Pal Smurfy has done. I haven't really gotten to follow the Discord channel. Jayden probably on pace for a 4:26 or so here. Probably about 2 seconds off his PR, I would, if I had to guess. Smurfy not doing that mini turbo there, definitely going to lose some time. A kind of weird strat there, trying to jump into a slide and then do a mini turbo. Gets a bad angle for the turn. One thing I will say though is if Smurfy's not super warmed up for PAL, excuse me. Yeah, if Smurfy's not warmed up for PAL, then doing longer tracks might actually help, because it'll kind of get him more warmed up, but we'll see. So, Jaden's going to take it. He barely gets 426, and Smurfy with a 427.55, so let's put that in. 426.02, 427.55. So this is set point here for Jaden, and it's his pick, so it seems pretty likely that he's going to win the set. For those that don't know, this match is a best of 5 set match, and each set is best of 7 tracks. They have to pick, in the same set, they cannot use the same track, and each player has their own pool of tracks to select. So Jaden has already picked Fraps Snowland. Sorry, no, this is Smurfy's pick, actually. So Smurfy going with Moo Moo Farm, thinking he can steal a race off Jaden here. I'm a little surprised he didn't save this one. I'm assuming that he is going to try hard to win this. I mean, he obviously... There's no reason he wouldn't, but... Might be an idea to throw away. Right. Okay, I tried to sync them, and it looks like Smurfy hit a mole, so... Oh, and another one, so... Yeah, this looks like first set is going to go to Jaden unless he makes some big mistake here. Yeah, someone did ask a question about Wario Stadium. I think Abney answered it. So each player gets one shortcut pick the entire match. I'm pretty sure Smurfy is ranked a lot higher than Jaden in shortcut. I don't even know if Jaden plays shortcut, so he's definitely going to want to use that at some point. Smurfy, that is. So second lap, Jaden hasn't made any big mistakes, so he's probably going to take this home. Oh, he risks, it was a little bit risky there. Yeah, and so he's going to take it. 130.09, but I think I can just input the set score now. So now it's 1 to 0. So now how do I undo the tracks? Okay, there we go. Alright, so because Smurfy lost the first pick, he gets the next choice. And it looks like the players have agreed on Calamari Desert. Well, as in Smurfy has picked Calamari Desert. Oh, okay. Thanks, Abney. Oh, they did 4 tracks. I just didn't input the last one. I just reset the score. Okay, they started pretty close to the same time. Jaden's like frames earlier. Now I can just watch. Oh, they're restarting. I wonder what happened. Oh, apparently Smurfy's picking Royal Raceway. I don't know what that was. Oh, Jaden. Wow. Yeah, ban. Right. Set DQ. Gotta restart. No, that's just kidding. Looks like their PRs are close here. Assuming those are their PRs, which I am. And yes, looking at the players page, they are. Jaden's starting a little early. Alright, I tried to sync it back up. Smurfy, or Jaden's did a really late mini turbo there, so he missed one. And then that was a little bit awkward too. Oh, unfortunate for Smurfy. I think he had a bit of a lead, but then missed that mini turbo. Jaden into the grass a little bit, so both players a little bit shaky on the start. But it's still pretty close. Smurfy might even be a little bit ahead. He does shroom earlier. Yeah, he's definitely a little bit ahead. Although, yeah, I didn't catch if he got that mini turbo. A little bit of spaghetti there for Jaden. This end part of the lap can be pretty tricky, actually. Okay, neither players get a double bounce. Sometimes the game will kind of give you a double bounce, which is a bit hard to deal with. Okay, so Smurfy's actually 0.26 ahead, and then Jaden goes into the grass. So, looks like Smurfy's a decent lead. Probably close to 0.5 at this point. Although Jaden definitely got a better hill hop. So I know we have talked a little bit about shortcut in this game. Things like jumping over the hill there, going through the grass, or using the mushroom here through the grass are not considered shortcuts. But there are 2 shortcuts in this map. There's actually one right here at the ramp, and then there's also one earlier. And ooh, Jaden, I don't know quite what that was. Smurfy, is he gonna crash? He's gonna crash. So wow, actually this is gonna put Jaden ahead. That's a bad mistake. It's definitely very avoidable. So Jaden is now gonna take quite a big lead. Yeah, I don't know why Jaden looked like he was going for the shortcut. So yeah, a full 1.5 seconds faster there on lap 2 for Jaden, so he's definitely in the driver's seat. Really unfortunate mistake. Again, it's going to take a big mistake from Jaden here to lose this. He risked it on that shroom there. He actually, Jaden almost didn't make it onto the ramp. He excuse me. Jaden's actually doing an extra hop there than most people do. I think most people do 2 hops after that shroom mini turbo, but he's been doing 3. But anyway, he's definitely going to take this as long as he doesn't fall into the water here, which he doesn't. So it's going to be 1-0 for Jaden here with a 2:55.05 to a 2:56.50. $2:56.50, 2:55.05. Alright, I am going to go get a glass of water. I'll be right back. Alright, looks like Jaden has picked Calamari Desert. Jaden not going for the hill hops in the beginning. Smurfy did. I didn't catch if he got every mini turbo. Trying to sync them. I think they're pretty close. Alright, so Jaden taking the early lead here, but he does have... He has used a shroom, or 2 shrooms already. So it's an interesting strat. I've never seen anyone use 2 shrooms on the first lap. That's at Jaden's speed anyway. I guess it's like doing a 1-1-1. And we'll see if Smurfy goes for a shroom here. Alright, so we'll see how close they are to the train here. I think Smurfy might actually be leading. Yeah, Smurfy's definitely in the lead. I tried to turn the game audio up. So yeah, Jaden into some sand there, and unless one of them hits a train, I think this is probably going to be Smurfy's race, which will be his first track win if he can do it. Alright, how close is it? Low 207 for Smurfy? Yeah, so a 0.4 win there. So he'll take his first track win of the match, which is good for him. This is definitely an interesting shroom strat by Jaden. I've never really seen that. So 207.05 to 207.45. They had an almost frame perfect track change there. So close in skill. It looks like we're going to Luigi Raceway. Interesting pick from Smurfy, because I don't think he likes that track very much. Maybe this is a shortcut pick? I'm not sure. Yeah, they've been using voice chat, I think. I guess he just picked Luigi Racing normally. I would have assumed someone would go for shortcut. Otherwise. Alright, looks like a pretty close first lap. Although, as I say that, Smurfy misses a mini turbo. And then Jaden misses a hop, so 0.15 lead for Jaden. I actually have a nice laptop. The laptop is not the issue. And Jaden into some sand there, so Smurfy gonna catch up. I think Smurfy's got a tiny lead here. Oh, Jaden gets like an extra little wall hit. This has got to be non-shortcut. Just an interesting pick from Smurfy. Jaden really close to the wall there. Smurfy seems to be a bit ahead. Very close still. Yeah, so 0.26 faster for Smurfy there, which means that he's 0.11 ahead. So very close race, which is not unexpected for Luigi Raceway. It's a pretty simple track. So any big error would cost a lot. But it's usually not going to make a big error unless You mess up a shroom or something. This is close. I think Smurfy's still a bit ahead. They've both had fairly clean final laps. Smurfy avoids the sand, and he's gonna take it. Yeah, wow. So 2 wins in a row for Smurfy. Definitely looking to take the set here if he can. So 38 to a 55. Alright, I'm reminding them in the chat to just type in whichever track they're using. Alright, looks like we're on to Choco Mountain next. This is Jaden's pick. Motorcyclist outside my house, apparently. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's super loud. Jaden in love with the Choco, apparently. His PR is 0.4 faster here. So, could be a good pick. Smurfy, not much faster than the God Time. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, Mario Bike Wii, exactly. The real Joker pick. Why did they not start at the same time? Trying to make my life a little easier. Oh, Jaden kind of messed up a little bit there. So Smurfy... I think Smurfy's got a slight lead, although now, yeah, he messed up some too. Yeah, more noise outside my window here. Interesting shroom. So Jaden's using... That shroom is not... I guess it's slightly less common. Oh, Smurfy crashes against the hills at the end. That's definitely not good. Oh, but Jaden kind of wrecks, and I think Jaden's actually behind now. Yeah, wow. So, it's kind of sloppy from both players, but Smurfy now in the lead. It's about, I'd say, somewhere in the range of up to a second. Like, probably just under a second lead if I had to guess. The Kart engine sound. Oh, Jaden makes another mistake. He kind of hit the wall there. And weird shroom spot for him. He's not going to use the shroom going around this turn. Smurfy takes a wider line. So he's definitely ahead now. Just needs to bring it home clean. He's got a wall hit there, but worst place to hit the wall would be one of these turns because you can slow down really bad. Jaden making even more mistakes. So, definitely Smurfy's race to lose. And so that'll put him at 3-1 with the track choice next. So this definitely a nice run of recent tracks here for Smurfy. He's going to come bring it home with a 159.42 to 200.33. So one thing I think is kind of interesting is that both of these players have shied away from picking heavy mistake tracks, or tracks that are super hard to do on one tries. We haven't seen anything like Yoshi Valley yet, or Donkey Kong's Jungle Parkway. I don't think we had Mario Raceway either, so there's definitely some tracks here. Okay, and it looks like they're going with Sherbetland, which, you know, there's definitely some room to make mistakes here. You can fall in the water, you can hit a penguin. Somehow we keep losing the sync here. I'm working hard to bring it to you guys. Alright, it's pretty close. Smurfy's just a tiny bit ahead on the stream. Jaden almost goes in the water there. If you fall into the water there, then Lakitu will pick you up, and it's about an 8-second time loss. So Jaden right into the penguin. Really bad mistake. And another penguin hit. So Smurfy, assuming that he's watching Jaden's stream or listening to the commentary, he's just got to bring it home clean, which would give him the second set. And interesting that Jaden has been making errors in the last few tracks, because he, you know, is usually pretty consistent so far in his matches. Yeah, you guys should commentate my match with Matthias and then the one with Zoran also. I think it's going to be quite the match on Sunday. For anyone that's not following too closely with this, I am facing off against Matthias Rusemeyer, who is the #1 time trialer for non-shortcut, and I'm ranked #2, so that'll be a fun match on Sunday. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I think Smurfy's doing that on Sunday, but I don't have a commentator for my match with Zoran yet. So anyway, Smurfy playing it safe. He almost hits that penguin, but it would have been hard for Jaden to come back anyway. So Smurfy's about to level the sets 1-1, and after this, he's going to... the track choices will reset. So Jaden will have track pick, but he can pick any track in the game. He's not limited to ones that he hasn't chosen already. 159.82, 202.61. Alright, so here we are at one set apiece. Jaden's definitely going to want to erase his memory from the past 4 tracks. Looks like we're going to maybe Toad's Turnpike. Another long track. Jaden, I can understand why he wants to go back to that. He seems to be doing better on the longer tracks like Wario Stadium or Rainbow Road. Toad's Turnpike, I believe, is the 3rd longest track in the game. Not a lot of features to this track. It's just mostly long, even turns. Other than obviously the cars, there's cars and trucks and buses and stuff on the track. So you can run into those, but they are always the same. They're on a cycle. Still not synced here. Alright, we're pretty close. Alright, looks like a pretty close race so far. These players will probably be saving their mushrooms for lap 2 here. There's no... Oh wow, Smurfy kind of got a bad angle there on that mini turbo, so Jaden's going to take a lead. There's not any super obvious places to use your mushrooms on this track, and because the track is so similar all the way around, you can really use your shrooms anywhere. Jayden kind of hit the wall there, so that lost him some time, but he actually does use his mushroom, and looks like he's 0.46, I believe, in front of Smurfy, which mushrooms on this track save something in the range of 0.2, I think. So he's got a small lead regardless, but did make a couple mistakes there. So both players want to do fast mini turbos around this turn and then keep it close to the wall without hitting it. They're going to be doing some straight stretch mini turbos here. Most people, when they play the game casually, don't think about trying to do drifts on the straightaways, but it is faster, so we do it on any track where we have room to do it. Jayden's has used an extra shroom here, but he does still appear to have a lead. He uses his final shroom. Smurfy uses one more, so they both use one shroom on this lap. Smurfy actually catches up 0.06. They actually use two shrooms on that lap. Smurfy might be saving his mushroom for the very last turn. You can kind of use your mushroom between some cars, and it should be a little bit faster to use your mushroom there, because otherwise you have to hold a drift without doing a mini turbo. And in this game, I have not said this yet, but it's actually faster to use your mushrooms while you're doing a drift. However, if you're just drifting normally, it's slower than just going straight. So Jayden's definitely still got a small lead here. I'm not sure if Smurfy's going to be able to catch up unless Jayden makes a mistake. The traffic is really difficult to deal with at the end, and you're going to see where Smurfy uses the shroom here. It's going to be close, but yeah, Jayden takes it. So the long track definitely paying off, and I believe Jayden got a god time there. I'm not sure if that's the first god time that anyone's achieved in this match, but it's a good one because this track is actually one of the more difficult ones to get. So the first track to Jayden in set 3. I missed Smurfy's time. Did he get a 46? Okay, yeah. 3:00:46 is not too shabby either. But in this case, Jayden is quite a strong player with fast mini turbos, so even if was in a little bit of a rut, making some mistakes, a nice simple long track like Toad's Turnpike is definitely a good one for him, and it paid off for him to pick it. Oh wow, yeah, they both got top 5 times. Wow, didn't even notice that. Alright, Smurfy going to pick Frap Snowland here again. I think Smurfy won that on the first set. I mean, excuse me, Jayden won that first set. Alright, are we gonna get synced? That's what I want to know. Apparently we don't. Okay, I kind of fixed it again. Smurfy did hit a tree. Excuse me. So Jayden's going to be off to a bit of a lead here. We'll see if they can have a cleaner Frap Snowland than last time. Both players making mistakes on their last journey here. Smurfy had the worst mistake. I think he crashed into a wall. Jayden's actually doing a safer strat there, which is very marginally slower, hopping off the top of the hill. It's kind of intriguing. It's something that thinking about it, might be worth it to try. It's probably not worth it on PR attempts, but I can't imagine it's much slower. So anyway, with that mistake in the beginning, Smurfy is I think 0.59 behind. So if I had to guess, Melody, that I feel like Joker picks are going to be saved for... First of all, I don't know if Jaden's going to use a Joker. Oh, Jaden almost hits a snowman. So does Smurfy. They barely get by. Jaden making a little bit of a mistake. Gonna let Smurfy catch up. And another mistake. Actually, both people making mistakes. So, Jaden, in the end, will retain a lead. Smurfy catching up somewhat, though. 0.26. So, I think the lead is something like 0.2. But yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say Joker picks might be at... more likely to be at the end of a set, if you know you have to win it. We'll see how their shrooms go here. Jaden, I like that strat of hopping off. I think that he might be onto something there. And yeah, Kyle, that's what I figured. I'm pretty sure Jaden doesn't really play shortcut. Jaden makes a mistake there, but he's still going to bring it home. Not a great race again from either of them, but it's enough for Jaden to take track 2 on Smurfy's counterpick. So, off to a good start here in set 3 for Jaden. He's kind of erased the memory of set 2. 2:03 53 2:03 12. Yeah, I will say, you could do something like use a Joker on Calamar Desert, where people are not probably going to go for the shortcut, just to get it played a second time. But that's actually something that Jaden might consider. If he were to use a Joker, that's what I would expect. Looks like we're going to Banshee Boardwalk next, which I don't think we've seen that one. I could actually, no, maybe that might have been at the beginning. I think I was probably trying to fix something. Yeah, they got 207s, if I'm remembering correctly. All right. Okay. Jaden looks like he's off to a little bit of a lead. I just turned Smurfy's game audio up a little bit so we can hear more of Toad's screams. Okay, so 0.28 second lead for Jaden. That's a pretty good first lap. That would definitely compete in Division 1, I think, with some people, for Jaden. Smurfy going for the extra mini turbo, and it did not pay off for him. Probably not worth it at his level, honestly. I was the first one that started doing it, and if anything, it saves 0.01. Not really worth it if you're gonna make it look like that. The one at the end of the lap saves more time, though, and I think Smurfy, I think I saw him go for that one, too. Yeah, well, that one would have been more worth it if he hit it. So 41.94 for Jaden, which is sub 42. So this is potentially a 205, which if you're getting 205s in Division 2, then that's very, very strong at this track. Good shroom for Jaden. Smurfy actually makes a mistake there. Jaden does miss a mini turbo, but at this point, we're going to need to see a big mistake if Jaden's not going to win. Yep. Jaden does not fall in. He doesn't quite get the 205, but it is still another god time. Alright, so Jaden taking 3 tracks in a row after Smurfy took 4 tracks in a row. It is going to be Smurfy's pick again. We'll see if he probably won't pick one of his strongest picks now, I would guess, so that he can save it for set 4. He's picking Bowser's Castle. I don't think we saw that one yet. If we did, I forgot. I was trying to fix some stream stuff before. Jaden, someone should probably check to see if he's okay. He's fingers spazzing a little bit. Yeah, get those Martys out in chat. Golden Martys. Alright. Here we go. So Smurfy again. Okay, Smurfy's stream is just a tiny bit ahead. Oh, but Smurfy is not a tiny bit ahead though, because he hit the wall there, which is definitely pretty costly. He missed another mini turbo, so Jaden's gonna take a bit more of a lead here. Neither of them hit a thwomp or anything on lap 1. Again, these are good times. 45.06 is really good for Jaden. Like, I was practicing before and getting high 44 openers. Smurfy makes a mistake there. So Jaden's going to take quite a good lead. He'll probably need to hit a thwomp if he's going to not take the race. Oh, he makes a... As I say that, he may... Oh, wow. Really, really bad mistake there. So... Commentator's curse for real, and interesting that he uses Shroom. So Smurfy in a prime position here to take this, but this track has a lot of variance. He can still hit a thwomp. Smurfy, I like that he's going with the extra mini turbos, but he's now close to a 2-second lead. The thwomps are on cycles, but the ones that we're in right now actually chase you, and they are not really on cycles. So every other thwomp is on a cycle, and Smurfy looking good here. As long as he doesn't fall into the lava at this point, it's going to be his race. So showing signs of life here in set 3. Yeah, not many places to make big mistakes there at the end. That's sad for Jaden because he was off to a super good start in that race. Good closer there for Smurfy. Nine 597. Alright, we'll see what Jaden picks here. He's still on triple set point. He has not put it in chat yet. Looks like he might be thinking Wario Stadium. Yeah, he's picked Wario Stadium. And again, Jaden seems to be doing better on the longer tracks, so this is not really a surprise. Yeah, if they tie at time, what happens is that it becomes the next person's pick, and neither player gets a win. I don't know why we are not synced at all. So Jaden actually hit the wall there a couple times. I think Smurfy's stream is a bit ahead. But Smurfy himself is ahead this time. Oh, really big mistake there from Smurfy. Kind of sloppy start from both players here, but Jaden has got a pretty big lead now, actually. A couple seconds. Which on this track, well, in this game, a couple seconds is quite a big deal. Smurfy almost got a nice wall clip there, but just was a little bit too tight. His strat there is weird. I'm surprised that he's not going for that hill slide. It's a lot harder to do it in 150cc, but in time trials, it's not too bad. Some more minor mistakes there from Smurfy. I'm not expecting this opener to be sub 130 for Smurfy. He's going for the extra midi turbo over the drop there. Trying to save as much time as he can. He makes another mistake. So Jaden with the 129. Not the best, but he's almost 3 seconds ahead. Yeah, there shouldn't be a black screen. You just might need a refresh. I'm watching it on my phone as well as on my computer. So, one interesting thing I guess about Wario Stadium is that despite it being a longer track, it's actually one of the more technical ones. Unlike the other long tracks, which usually aren't very technical. Smurfy actually almost crashed on his mushroom there. Kind of got lucky not to. Jaden, on his mushroom, got what's known as a trans style, where you stick to the ground going down the hill. That's more commonly known as a technique on Rainbow Road. And it was invented by David Tran, which is why it has its name. Jaden with a significant lead here. Probably something like 4 or 5 seconds, if I had to guess. Maybe I'm overjudging. At least 3 seconds, I would think. Yeah, maybe 4. It would take a lot for Jaden to not win this track at this point. There's a good turn from Smurfy there. Jaden, another Shroom Tran. That's 2 in a row. I don't know if he got one on lap 1. But you can see the difference in mushrooms there. Jaden stuck to the ground at the end of his, and Smurfy didn't. Wow, that was unnecessary risk from Jaden there, honestly. But maybe he's not listening to the rebroadcast. He's still got a big lead. It's not as big now. If I had that big a lead on lap 3, I would just go very safe, honestly. You can see the difference in strategy there. If you slide over that jump, you can do a mini turbo on the ground, and it actually is slightly faster. Alright, so Jaden takes Wario Stadium, and then as a result, he takes set 3. 4:30, 17, 27. So it's going to be Smurfy's pick. And set 4. I put a wrong time in. Smurfy almost setting a world record apparently, but not quite. So it will be Smurfy's pick here, and it is... Jaden only needs to win one more set now to take home the match. So Smurfy's going to have to step it up here and must win set. Thank you to everyone for watching, by the way. This is the first time we've done anything like this. It's a one-try league. We've been having these competitions, one-try competitions at yearly meets in Europe, and in Virginia there's a meet. Although we don't do one-tries there, but we do the one-tries in Europe. And it's good to take this online here. Looks like Smurfy has picked Sherbetland again. I think he won this earlier. Alright, I got it pretty much synced. So there is a lot of variance in this track. Jaden, yeah, I remember now. Jaden hit some penguins last time. But if you fall in the water, it's an even bigger mistake. Jaden again hitting the penguin. So that's the second time in a row. So I can see why Smurfy's picking this, because Jaden doesn't seem to have a handle on how to handle that penguin there. It is really difficult, actually, at his speed. I was practicing it earlier today, and it's really hard to decide whether to go inside or outside of that penguin. If you go really fast, then you should go inside, but if you're not so fast, you go outside. Yeah, lots of people still care about Mario Kart 64. I believe there's something like... No, don't quote me on this. There's at least like 15 people in this competition. Pretty sure there's more. So, several second lead here for Smurfy. If he doesn't hit a penguin or fall in the water, then he will take the race. You can see both players jumping over the crack there. It is risky because you can fall in the water, which is a huge time loss, but it kind of has to be done. Smurfy missing the penguins there, so he's looking good. All he needs to do here is go wide and not crash, and looks like he's going to do it. So, first track is set 4 goes to Smurfy, 159.08. Jaden going for the swag finish. Not going to help him. Style points, unfortunately, don't translate to track points. So it will be Jaden's pick now. We'll see if he goes for something like Rainbow Road again. He does like his long tracks for sure. And he probably would like to put this away in this set. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. Oh, he actually picks Yoshi Valley. So wow, total shocker there. The track with the most variance in one tries. Because there are a lot of track obstacles here. There's a lot of spinies. Most people call them spinies. They're like little hedgehogs that if you run into, you spin out. They are on a cycle, but they are all over the first couple parts of the track. And if your time is a little bit off what you're used to, then it's hard to predict exactly where they're all going to be. Plus, they're just really easy to hit to begin with. So here we go. We'll see who's more ready in this track. Both players using the shroom through the grass. Interesting that Smurfy is going safe right away. I don't know if that's going to pay off, but Jaden hits a wall there and does mess up. You'll see that the route that Jaden took is faster. I should address that both players did do the hairpin jump there, which is considered legal in non-shortcut. And Smurfy probably didn't practice this track, I would guess, because if you're going to take the safe route lap 1, then it puts the egg more in your way, and he missed it, or he hit the egg, so. Jaden, wow, very risky, but he managed to avoid the spiny there. You can see that that spiny hit will lose him a lot of time, but he's got quite a big lead now, so. We'll see if Smurfy can get the hairpin. He does. Yeah, so the hairpin jump on Yoshi Valley is one of those very borderline shortcut techniques. When the game came out, and the original time trialers of this game decided on what was legal and not legal, this was probably the most debated one. The question being, did the developers intend for people to jump over this hairpin jump here? And they decided that it was intended. Obviously, you could argue that this is a shortcut, but it is legal and non-shortcut. And Jaden has now avoided all the rest of the obstacles and will take home the win on this set. So he's on this track, excuse me. So he's definitely going to want to win the set if he can. Both players driving in the grass at the end. It is faster to do that on the last lap. For reference, you can see their PRs on this track are much better than the times we just drove. Yeah, this is definitely very intense, and this was the first time that anyone picked a super risky track, super difficult. Some other tracks still on the table are DKJP, which stands for Donkey Kong's Jungle Parkway. We also have Mario Raceway has not been selected at all. That's another pretty high variance track. No one selected Koopa Troopa Beach, which it can be easy to miss the ramp jump there. If you try to go for mini turbo on it. It's good to see some different tracks being picked here. I'm glad Yoshi Valley got picked. Oh, and wow, Smurfy is going to pull out the Joker, knowing that he needs to win the set. We are going to DKJP shortcut. So if you did not know, the... Oh, okay, wow. Jaden's stream went off for a second there. Thank God it's back. So there is a shortcut here at the end of the lap. Players are actually going to turn around and drive through a small little glitchy wall or glitchy polygon in the cave. They're both going for the shroom start. Smurfy, much more experienced shortcut player, so I think Jaden did hit that shortcut there, but Smurfy's in the lead right now. So yeah, what the Joker is each player gets one shortcut pick per match, and if, yeah, oh wow, Smurfy missed a tunnel there, so Jaden actually could catch up here, but actually the way that he got warped, the lap skip didn't count. It actually puts him back, so he's still behind. Yeah, now he's got this, so all he needs to do now is drive to the front, and he will take home the third track with a 102, and that is about a minute and 10 seconds, 102.35 I think he got. A minute and 10 seconds faster than non-shortcut. 102.35, 119.31. So both players restarted their consoles there because these must be non-shortcut cartridges, and they don't want to save their shortcut times on their cartridge, which would be why they reset. So yeah, not surprising to see Smurfy take that there. He is a pretty good shortcut player, and Jaden does not really play shortcuts to my knowledge. Jaden now picking Rainbow Road, so buckle your seatbelts. We're in for a long ride here. By far the longest track, not only in this game, but in any Mario Kart. A staggering 6 minutes on PAL for this track. So it makes a lot of sense for Jaden here because he is the higher ranked player in time trials overall. Let me just take a look at their ranks here. So Jaden is ranked 20th in the world, and Smurfy is ranked 28th. So even that difference is making Jaden feel more comfortable on a long track such as this one. So there, you can see there, I was earlier talking about the trans style. Where, of course, it's more fun on the... Oh, Jaden makes a big mistake there. Unfortunately, if you hit the guardrail on this track the wrong way, then it will slow you down quite a lot. Alright, I've tried my best to sync the streams. So yeah, unfortunately for Jaden, if you hit the guardrail a certain way on this track, or any other track really where there are any, it will stop your cart almost to a halt, which is exactly what happened to Jaden there. And it's unfortunate because there's not a lot of places to make big mistakes on this track unless you hit one of the chomps, the chain chomps that are moving around. And the chain chomps are on cycle, so it is something that you can remember where they are. Although I don't think... I guess Smurfy's lead is not too big. Maybe I missed some small mistakes. This track is about endurance and consistency. For me, in my opinion, it is the toughest track on your thumb. You're just doing constant mini turbos the whole time. Yeah, thankfully, this also has, in my opinion, the best track music in the game. The only music that rivals it in the game, in my opinion, is the music that plays during the credits. So Jaden has actually caught up a good amount here. Smurfy will be, I can't math right now, 0.48 ahead. But Jaden gets a much better trans style on lap 2. He actually, I'd never seen this before, but he actually zooms out. I guess it helps him see the track better. But yeah, I was starting to say last lap, even though it's more fun to jump at the start of the hill there, it's actually faster to do something where you, again, called a trans style, where you let go of the gas for about a half second, and then you triple tap the A button, which triple tapping the A button accelerates your cart. So what happens is you get stuck to the ground and then you zoom down the hill. But it is hard to get a really good trans style. And Jaden's was much, much better than Smurfy. I don't know if Smurfy was in the air the whole time, so he probably didn't slow down for long enough. And yeah, Darian, he caught up again because Jaden got a much better trans style there on lap 2. So you can, it's cool that that happened in a way because you can see the difference between the strategies. If you are in the air, you don't get the benefit of zooming down the hill. In this game, if you are driving down a fast hill, a very steep hill, then you will speed up. And if you're driving up a steep hill, you will slow down. Both players going around the chomp there. So yeah, what Jaden did on lap 2 there, he got a really good tran style, which means that he's stuck to the hill the whole time. You actually have to slow down a little bit to be able to not get airborne. So it's still within Smurfy's possibility, I think, to catch up. Both players getting pretty good trans on lap 3. Trans is what I mean for trans style. Yeah, so Jayden's definitely got a decent lead here. Unlikely that he's gonna lose it. Which means that we're gonna be going to the 5th track of the set in a must-win set for Smurfy. And Jayden has now passed the last chain chomp, so he's probably gonna take this. That is going to be a god time for Jayden and for Smurfy, despite that lap 2. $5:59.27, 5:58.49. Alright. Still waiting on a track pick here. This should be Smurfy's pick, I believe. He does not have his Joker pick anymore. So whatever he picks will be what is played. It will be non-shortcut, pardon. We're going to Royal Raceway, which I think Smurfy, I think Jayden won last time. Despite mistakes from both players. I could be forgetting. Wow, Jayden already started. False start. We might have a restart on this one. Yeah, okay. 5-yard penalty. Another false start. What's happening? Jayden must have the turbo A button installed. For that, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, for the trans style, you get turbo A button. I love it. Obviously, he's not actually cheating like that, but okay. So we go to Royal Raceway, this track. Of course, it's not synced again. Oh no. Oh, I totally messed up. I accidentally... Oh god. Not this again. Come on, dude. I accidentally changed okay, at least we're back. Alright. Crisis averted. Okay, I'm not sure if... Oh, that's why. I was trying to resize the window because they're not synced. Smurfy, slightly behind here, 0.19 behind. We'll see how their lap 2s are. Lap 1 was pretty good. Okay, so Smurfy gets a slightly better hill cut here. I think they're both on, like, close to PR pace. No, I was resizing the window so that I could move it and look at the times for both of them. Like, what? There's a whole long story. I was on my phone on for Twitch chat, but then my phone was dying, so I went to charge it. And now I just popped out chat in Twitch. Smurfy missing a mini turbo there, so Jaden's gonna take more of a lead. Yeah, so now it's a 0.49 lead for Jaden. You see what had happened. Okay, better hill jump for Jaden there. So we're going to be going, it looks like, unless Jaden messes up somewhere, to match point for Jaden, and it's his pick, so Smurfy will have to win the next 2 tracks. Peach winning on her own home turf. Don't totally know why Toad picked Royal Raceway, but yeah, Jaden brings it home. I could have sworn that was a PR for him, but I guess not. Okay, that's why. Their PRs are a second faster than I was thinking. 55.22. Alright, here we go. Match point for Jaden. Yeah, I would say Jaden could do Calamari Desert shortcut, but watching his Calamari Desert, I wouldn't suggest he do that. He's picking Mario Raceway. Wow, what a pick for set point. This track has got a lot of variance. There is a mushroom cut where you can go inside of a tricky plant. It saves quite a bit of time. Or you can go outside of it and not risk crashing. And there have been a lot of different strategies on this track, so we'll see what they choose to do. Looks like Jaden's PR is just slightly better. So here we go. What are they going to do? They both go inside the plant. They both get good mushroom cuts. I think Jaden's stream might be a little bit ahead. Very close race so far either way. Some reason Jaden's stream kind of cut out for a second there. 0.03 lead for Smurfy, so very close. Jaden missed the mini turbo, so he has to try to fit in the extra one. Oh, both of them almost crashing. I'm not quite sure who actually hit the plant there, but Smurfy does retain his lead as Jaden missed another mini turbo. So now Smurfy's got close to a half-second lead. Yeah, so that's going to be 0.44 lead, I think, for Smurfy. So if he hits this mushroom cut clean, then he's looking good. Oh, wow. Smurfy hit the plant, but still went through. Jaden has a much rougher one. And so Smurfy, unless he crashes on this turn, is going to take it to the deciding 7th track of the set. Wow. Great match we're having here. 129.19, 129.95. So what will Smurfy pick? Somebody picked Bowser's Castle last set. I don't know if that was Smurfy or not. Okay, Jaden is on a bathroom break. Gotta go collect his nerves. Excuse me. I don't think have we had any matches go 5 sets? Kyle, did your match go 5 sets? With Aaron's? I don't remember. This might be our first 5-setter. If it gets there. Alright, so apparently Kyle's match did go 5 sets. Other than that, we have not seen a 5-set match. Could we see it here? Smurfy needs to win this track, but he does have his selection. So if I'm looking at their timesheets here, Smurfy has wins on Jaden on Luigi Raceway, Moo Farm, and that's it for overall tracks. He's also got Fast Lap wins on Toad's Turnpike, Mario Raceway, and Banshee Boardwalk and Rainbow Road. I forget which of those tracks has been picked in set 3 or 4 by Smurfy, if any. I don't think Luigi Raceway was picked in set 3 or 4, so maybe he'll go there. There's a possibility. Moo Farm, I can't remember either. He does pick Luigi Raceway, so both players very, very close in PRs here at Luigi Raceway. I think the last match here was close also. I think Smurfy actually won, if I remember correctly. So we'll see how they do here. Both players, they're going to be looking for at least a mid to low 159. A 158 would be super good for either of these players. We'll see what shroom strats they use. I feel like they both used 120. There have not been any ties in this tournament yet. But, I mean, we have seen track ties happen before. Actually, at the European meet this year, I tied a track with Matthias. Alright, slightly better start by Smurfy, I think. At least the second mini turbo was. But he did hit some sand there. Yeah, actually Jaden might be slightly ahead. It's hard to tell. They're gonna use their first mushroom here. They're gonna try to hit the wall at the end of the mushroom. It actually gets you a small speed boost. I think both of them got it. So they should be in the high 39, low 40 second range here. Oh wow, Smurfy's actually slightly ahead, so maybe they're not synced. Yeah, they're not synced, that's why. 0.15 lead for Smurfy, I think. It's still a close race. They're going to be using 2 mushrooms here. Faster mini turbo there for Jaden. They use 2 mushrooms there because it seems like the best strategy to use is to use 2 mushrooms in the grass. So Jaden actually takes a 0.08 second lead now. So Smurfy, it's win or go home here. Jaden's still definitely ahead by a little bit. Oh, one of them hit sand. I didn't catch who it was. I think Jaden's gonna take it. Wow. So that's not actually a PR for Jaden, but Jaden takes it by 0.1. And with that, we are at the end of the match. Wow, really good last race. Smurfy actually had the lead after lap 1, but Jaden slightly faster the last 2 laps. So that will bring an end to this match. It was a very good match, I think. Most tracks weren't super close because it felt like one player or another was making errors a lot of times, but overall the match was very close. Very easily could have gone the other way. Smurfy could have brought it to set 5 where anything can happen. But at the end of the day, Jaden is going to take home his 4th victory. He's the first person to 4 wins in this league. He's actually 4-0. Yeah, really good match, guys. How many frames in 0.1? Yeah. Somewhere from 2 to 3. Alright, guys, so that's going to do it for this match. Thank you for watching. Let me see if I can just check the Speed Gaming schedule for our next matches. For this series, let's see. Speed Gaming channel matches. Alright, so the next matches that are going to be on Speed Gaming, I actually have a match coming up against Matthias, which is hopefully going to be a great match. It should be a great match. I'm ranked number 2 in time trials, and Matthias is ranked number 1. So it's champ versus challenger on Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Then we've got a matchup Tuesday at 9 p.m. Haddock versus Brian Ray. And then next Sunday we have Abney in the chat, who's ranked number 3 in non-shortcut against Matthias, also at 1 o'clock p.m. And then I'll be racing against the number 4 player in the world, Zoki, at 6 o'clock on Sunday next week. And those are our next matches that will be broadcast on one of the Speed Gaming channels. So hopefully you guys will be here for that. Yes, Smurfy will be commentating. And maybe Kyle too, apparently, if I heard correctly. So that's it for me, and thanks for making my Smurfy and Jaden. Thanks for making my first time commentating a great one. And despite some stream troubles, I think we kind of figured it out and had a great match. So I hope you guys... Oh, okay, so it looks like Abney's match should be at 2 o'clock p.m. So just in case anyone's curious, put that in your calendars, guys, and hope to see you back soon. That's it for me, and see you guys later. Thanks for watching.